Good, Candy?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear
I'm tripped out at this name you got going right now. I'm like, who the hell is Mr. Lover Love?
you. Yeah, I had to switch it up, sister. I was tired of people calling me chef, you know.
No,
So I had to switch it up. Mr. Lover, Lover. That used to be my favorite song when I was a kid. So, Candy, you seen this video though, right? Of the woman getting pulled out of the car.
no.
You have? Okay. Well, that's perfect. That's perfect. We can react to it in real time. Hold on. How do I change this? There we go. There we go. Okay. So here we go.
Littering. Step out of the car.
Don't
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't walk my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step out. Six nine
I'm
one
not
sixty
getting
three.
caught. Yes,
Step out.
I'm not
Step out.
Don't
Step out.
Don't touch
Step
me.
out.
Don't.
I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why
So that's how it ended, and this is how it started. And this is in Texas. I didn't know this is in Texas.
you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 25 through there. Do you have your driver's license proof of insurance with you today? Where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming from?
Why?
Just a
That's
question.
none of your business.
I'm sorry.
That's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Okay. Do you have your insurance?
I'm showing you that.
Any reason for the hurry this afternoon?
I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't even see a school
Oh, there's
zone.
a flashing signal as you were driving through, directly on the side of the roadway. Can I see your phone? That's good till March. Let me go check on your license. I'll be right back with you. I'll just stay in the car for me. Okay, Tanisha, you'll be receiving a citation today for the speed. I just need to get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not
It's a
signing
promise.
that.
You're not going to sign it?
No, I'm not.
That's fine. I'll just put refuse.
That's fine.
I need to get the VIN number on the car real quick. I'll enter that. I'll print you your copy and send you on your way.
So I don't know how it is in Shot Town, but that was the first mistake that she made right there, Candy.
No, actually, I think she made a mistake before then, but I'm a reserve my opinion.
Hmm. Okay, sister. Okay, let's keep going then.
Mm.
Where's your registration sticker on the car?
I just bought this car, so I'm waiting for it. Any more questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay. And I told you.
Do you have your bill of sale with the car then?
No, I don't.
Okay, you should probably carry that with you if you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so you might need to get updated on the laws.
All right, give me just a second. All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it?
No.
Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Don't
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't walk my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step out.
I'm not getting
69163.
caught. Yes,
Step out.
I'm not
Step out.
Don't
Step out.
Don't touch
Step
me.
out.
Don't touch me.
Step
Don't
it out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out
out.
of shit. Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking
I
supervisor.
am the supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes, I
Call
am.
your
I am the
supervisor.
corporal.
A
Step out.
supervisor. I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of nothing. Get
Step
your
out.
fucking hand off me.
Step
Get your
out.
hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out
out.
from the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping
supervisor.
out of nothing.
Ma'am,
Get your hand off me.
Tanisha,
Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not
I
me.
put the ticket in
No,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the
You're
ticket and
touching
go.
me. Give me the ticket. You're
Wow.
touching me forcibly. You're holding me too
Because
tight, and you're being out of line.
you are
Y'all
resisting.
see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
Stop.
Why are you holding my arm like
Because
this?
I gave you the
Why?
ticket.
No, you
Then
did
you
not.
proceeded
You
to throw
dropped
it.
the ticket,
I
not
put it
me.
in your car,
I told you I did
and you
not want it.
proceeded to throw it out of the
dropped
car.
You dropped
Wait, stop, sir, please
Okay.
stop.
Get out.
Stop, please stop.
Stop.
Wait, stop.
Get out, man.
Stop, please. Stop.
Out of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the
Is
car
there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said
To
take the ticket.
comply.
You threw the car out of the
No,
car.
I did not. You did that.
He said
You
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket at me.
I gave it to you so
You
you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it and
Okay,
threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone
Give
video.
me the
It's
ticket.
no,
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of the
what?
car, littering.
Okay.
She
Step
kicked
out of
at
the
him.
car. You're under arrest.
No, when the
Yes, ma'am.
when your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I
beyond
will
that.
step-
Now she want the colonel. What is she talking about? Is she on drugs? So
Man, Listen,
What would you have done in that situation?
I'm gonna sound real coonish right now, y'all, and I apologize, but it is
I'm
what it
listening,
is.
sister.
She was out of line from the get go. I'm sorry. From the get, even when he approached her, when he listen, I don't know I don't know about the laws in your area, but 25 over, she was going 40 in the speed limit, which is usually 20. He said she was going 40 or 45. In a speed limit, that's an arrestable offense to begin with in Illinois. So he was already being nice, just offering you a ticket. And then he came up, his demeanor was not condescending. He was pleasant towards her. She had an attitude from the very beginning. Why? I'm just like, not to overly police black women. She could have been having a bad day. But then you went and made this situation go from bad to worse. And then you littered right in front of him. I'm not signing that. Like, just even her demeanor. I could see if the cop gave her, like, if he came on some big Billy Bad where she felt like she was matching energy. You forgot you was black, sis. You out here pulling a Karen. You're lucky your ass didn't get tased or worse in front of your son. Now, what you teaching this boy? He sound like he old enough. He's begging on your behalf. He's trying to tell you to calm down. She sound like a crash out, to be honest. Like you got to crash out for her mama, and I'm sorry for that. But I'm listening. I'm watching. I'm like, is that how you want him to act? Because this man is being a lot more lenient with you being a woman than he would have been had your son crashed out like that. What if your son got killed?
Great point. That is a great point because we talk
We're
about
supposed to lead by example, and don't we all have to have the talk with our? I don't have kids, but like with your sons and your kids when they out here driving by themselves, that's a common thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna have a talk with him, and then you doing this kind of behavior? Like, everything she did was wrong. I feel I'm actually mad at her in a way. Like, it's disappointing to see you behave like this because you give the people who said they just should have complied. See, they act like animals. You give all of them just cause to say the bullshit they say online.
So I don't know about the last statement. You had me all the way up into the last statement. We not fit to be judged by the crash out of us, just like they not judged by the crash out of them. Like, because if we would label them as PDF files and capital riders or whatever the case may be. But you are absolutely 100% correct. Like, she did from the moment of the stop, she did everything wrong. So, like, as far as the officer, I think she might actually have a little bit of legal ground because he's arresting her for littering. Like, bro, why would you care about?
Well, here's the other thing, though. Yes, he told her to step out of the car, but do we even really know if he was going to arrest her or if he was like going to just like give her a stern talking to? Like, we don't.
He said you're under arrest. He said we're beyond that. You're under arrest. He was going to arrest her. Like, he asked him to step out. Yeah, she's arrested.
Okay, wait. Let me make sure I process this correctly. Because in the beginning, when he opened the door, she tried to slam the door back and almost caught his hand in the door. They tussled over the door for a couple of seconds. It looked like she was asking for a supervisor. He refused it. Then he pulled the door back open. And then she got to kicking because he was trying to pull her out. At one point, while they were struggling with the door, he said to her, just take the ticket and go. She kept saying she wasn't going to take the ticket. So I think at some point, even like while he was struggling with her, pulling on her, he was still trying to give her a way out. If you go back and watch it, he was still trying to give her a way out before it got to the point where she was kicking him. Once she started kicking at him, it was a wrap. She was getting arrested.
Yeah, if I had to give a grade, she would get an F, and the police officer would probably get like a B. Only because he showed good restraints. Like people, like other fields. Could you imagine being a nurse and having a non-compliant patient? Like you like not being mean to them. You're not doing what's good, Pam. You're not doing anything out of the ordinary to them, and they not complying with you. So in the state of Texas, you have to sign that paper. I know this is in Georgia too. So they're like the officer's telling you this is not an admission of guilt. This is just an agreement that's saying I'm going to go to court, right? So in Texas, if you don't agree to go to court, they take you and arrest you until you get tried. So basically, you signing and saying you don't have to take me to jail. I'll show up to court on this date that's agreed upon. But if you
Yeah.
don't sign it and agree upon it, that's the arrestable offense. But he didn't take her for that. He said, "I'll just put refuse." I'm like, bro, that's not how that works in Texas. That's where he like went down to a B at. Like, you're arresting her for littering, but not for the reckless driving, because that's what that was, going way over the speed limit. So he had an arrestable offense there. And then he had an arrestable offense by her not agreeing, but he ended up arresting her for the littering. That's where she might have some wiggle room, because he said it on camera. Like, if she get a decent lawyer, she might be able to beat that. But that was just poor. Like, that was poor everything. Like, then she's recording as if she's being done wrong. It's like, girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere, you made that bigger than what it was. That would have been a simple traffic stop. He didn't want to write the ticket. He didn't want to arrest you. He only wanted to write the ticket, which is understandable because you was going way over the speed limit.
You
But
know,
what she did was, it was crazy.
he may not. Okay, so I have gotten pulled over, sat in smooth talk with the cops before, and they let me go with a warning. She may not even have gotten a ticket. You know, sometimes, especially if she had a kid in the car with her, he might have looked back, because he seemed like he was trying not to have it be one of those encounters for real. That's the energy I got off of him. So had she changed her demeanor with him, she might have been able to talk her way out of that ticket, get a warning, and just went on about her day. But she was hell bent on like some NWA F the police. That's how I feel. And here's the problem. You got to live in this world with them folks just like they got to live in this world with you. Just like he just said you were not following the laws. You put yourself at risk for things that you just really didn't need to from the very beginning. Like, I didn't like it. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
And
when
then
this was going viral, I guess I had to be the coon in the comment section too, Kenny, because I was like, I don't know what video y'all is watching, but I seen a completely different video. This lady is wrong. Of course, they
mhm.
went over there and flamed me for it, but I don't know what they want me to say. They want me
The
to lie?
problem, you listen. Just like I don't agree based off of gender. That's why I always say balance, balance, balance. Because I'm not going to just side with another woman because she has a vagina. If she's wrong, she's wrong. That has nothing to do with like cooning or pick me or whatever you want to call it. Wrong is wrong. Like, if this had been a Hispanic person, I would have said the same thing. Had it been a white person, I'd have said the same thing. I'm not just gonna co-sign her because she's black. Like, at the end of the day, I think a lot of accountability in a lot of cases, and like you made that a worse situation. I could see if he was giving her that energy, I would 100% say it was warranted if you were matching energies with somebody. Maybe even not then, but like, girl, this is not Sandra Bland. This is a whole different situation. Like,
Exactly.
you out here, you know what I'm saying? Like this, wow. And then got arrested in front of your all of this, the trauma you just put your son through because you
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get your attitude together.
Yep.
Now he's got to, hopefully he's old enough to drive so he could take the car and keep on going.
Right.
Otherwise, they're going to impound your car. That's
Yep.
going to cost you some money. You're going to have to
Yep.
pay to get out of, like, come on. Like, just, it's a series of unfortunate events, all because you didn't want to act like an adult and take the goddamn ticket.
Then she said, what she say? She said, "Give me your sergeant. I am the sergeant." What are
She
you
asked for a
doing?
colonel.
Then
She
yeah, a
asked for,
colonel. Good girl, this ain't the army. Like, what is she do? She just making up
oh,
stuff.
I
Give me
remember
General Jones.
when he said something and she said, "Well, you don't know the law," and she like jerked her head at him. I was just like, you are antagonizing this man for no reason. And I just,
Exactly.
yeah, okay. Like, I done talked my way out of many tickets in my time, and ma'am, I can tell you that attitude wasn't gonna be it.
Most people know that, like, they got to look at it from if they was a cop. If you was a cop and somebody was breaking the law and you pulled them over and they gave you attitude, what is the probability of you getting let off with a warning versus a ticket? That's insane.
Right.
And they the
Yeah.
one breaking the law. That's crazy. That's like the person that get caught cheating, get mad at the other person who caught them cheating. Like, man, if you don't take some accountability, but that's human nature though. People be mad when you catch them doing shit.
You see, the next part was the fact that you were the one recording this while you were the one acting a fool. So that tells me she don't see nothing wrong with her behavior. I think
Uh,
she not all the way there. That's some cuckoo
she
for
not.
cocoa puff.
Yeah, she
That's why I
not.
said she got crash out energy. I bet she's the type of mom that the school hate to see coming because she is just over the top all the time.
Oh my God, I seen a video just the other day. Matter of fact, we'll talk about that later. It was a video where a mom was fighting a lady
Hmm.
because her little boy grabbed her butt, and I don't know if she popped him, corrected him, but the black mom went up there and fought that lady. I was like, are you serious?
Wait a minute. So a little boy grabbed a grown woman's butt. She
Mm-hmm.
popped him, and the lady came to fight her.
Yes, yes.
Is that the video that Chaco was showing?
I don't know. It might have been on the channel. I'll pull it up. But I wanted to get your
Okay.
opinion about this. But by the way, Candy, you can share this on your page if you want to. You can stream this on your page if you want to.
I'm on my
But
phone,
it still
and
should
I've
be
never
available.
that. But here's the thing: I have never streamed from my phone, so I don't know how comfortable I feel with that. How about this? Would you be okay if I clipped some things and posted it afterwards?
You can do whatever you want to do, sister. I'm
Okay.
not. I don't give
I
a fuck about
I don't know about that. I would rather test that out because I've never done it, and I feel like I'm gonna fuck something up. I'm
it.
sorry.
Nah,
I don't
I
mean to
didn't did
curse
it
so
from my
much. You know what I
phone
mean?
before. Nah, we be cussing over here too. Nah, I did it from. You can do it from your phone too as well. Like you could pull up and just share or whatever. Because I do it in a vertical mode anyway, so it's already like fit for the phone. But yeah, Charco said she shared it, so that's why I seen it. She said she showed it live too. I didn't know that she showed it live. But hold up before we get into that video because I'm gonna go on Instagram and get it real quick. 'Cause especially if
Okay.
Chaco showed it, I want to get your opinion about this because I had a debate with one of my friends about this. So let me know what you think about this. So I don't even got to give you context. It's so short. Hold on. So this video right here, we were debating over. I couldn't believe that she didn't see the world the way I saw the world. Here we go.
And this is why women say, we picked the bear. We picked the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we're both uncomfortable.
How you feel about that?
That's happened to me before at the gym. I used to
How,
work. I worked some odd like shifts in the past, and I used to work a shift and get off at like 2 or 3 in the morning and go to work out afterwards. And I remember coming in. It would be pretty empty at that time, and there was one dude I was pretty sure was behind me like recording while I was on the elliptical machine. I think in her case though, I think she did too much. I think I would have just left and went to another machine if I was uncomfortable. If he came, because he has every right to come in the gym and use whatever machine he wants. There's no rule that says that you can't come work out next to me. It's just like when you park your car. Think about it in the parking lot, right? You park your car in the parking lot. You have a nicer car or whatever. You try and park far out and leave and go into the store. By the time you come out, it's a car right next to you. There are just some folks out there that are weird like that. You understand what I mean? Like they just don't. It doesn't click in their heads, or they think it's funny to kind of miss the social cues of maybe I should just be like two over instead of right next to her. But I think recording him and trying to embarrass him and shame him the way that she did, I don't think that was necessary. I think I'm a Libra, not to make like excuses based off my sign, but I'm more of a keep the peace kind of person. I just would have left and went to another machine, which is the whole reason I brought up the workout story on my own was because I did leave and go to another machine because I'm like, maybe you're being paranoid. Maybe you need to just go somewhere else. And then sure enough, not long after I went to that machine, here he come behind me again. I said, okay, this man's recording me, so I need to go ahead and leave up out of
okay, okay. See, I did not know you was Libra. That is crazy. That is crazy work right there. Because if there's one sign I can't stand, sister, nah, just play. All of my girlfriends were Libras. Libras are hilarious. Even my
here. I
my
know we
close
are.
friends be Libras.
So there you go. You attract Libras. What's your sign?
Virgo.
Virgo. On the cusp. Okay, got it.
So that what you just said like was logical, and I loved it. I love the explanation because the friend that I was talking to, she was on the nah, you don't understand how it feels to be objectified, and whoop 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 whoop. And I was like, girl, I'm like, listen, in the same way that men be like, I don't want to be around no gay dude, and they assume that gay dudes gonna like them because they assume that they so irresistible. It's kind of like that mindset. Like, how do you know that this dude is into you? I seen another one where a dude wasn't even worried about the chick, and she was recording him saying, "Look at this pervert." He had his headphones on. He was working out and everything. He was like, "What?" Like he didn't even know what was going on. And I'm like, because I was telling my friend, like, how could you believe in feminism and equality, but you say men are pigs and dogs and it was unwarranted attention? So then you put this dude on the gram or wherever he goes, a viral video to give him unwarranted attention. You don't fight fire with fire. Civil rights people wasn't saying, man, we want to own our own so we could practice Jim Crow. They wasn't doing that. Equality is equality. Like, that's crazy to me that attitude. This is why we picked the bear.
But
This dude
she
is
didn't
doing this.
she didn't provide any proof. This is why I say she did too much. Had she shown him like oogling her or like bothering her, like if there was any evidence that he was actually trying to
Yes.
harass her here, I would say it was more warranted. But like all this man did was get on the machine next to you. And even if he did do it because he thought you was fine, maybe he was trying to figure out a way to spark up conversation. If I saw a fine dude on the machine and I wanted to come sit next to him, I'm gonna do it. Like, what are we talking about? That's free reign. If you don't like him being there, just move.
And you know what? And that's what we also got into a conversation of, that I was like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Because, my friend, we always be talking about the objectification of women and stuff like that. I was
Hmm.
like, women like to be objectified. She was like, what? I like, girl, women like to be objectified. Like they put on makeup to and put the waist trainers on. The waist trainer strap they boobies, make them look nice and tight. Like they go through a lot to get attention. As a matter of fact, they did studies on this in the past, and they found out that women that don't get catcalled are actually more depressed and wish they can go back to being catcalled.
Um, I don't know if I would go that far with it. I will
Okay.
say women like to be objective, but women may, because I'm not going to speak for all, like to be objectified by the men they want to objectify them.
Oh my God,
Sorry,
I said that.
it's
I
one of those.
said that.
Just okay. Then we are in agreement.
Yes, I agree. But see, that's not how the internet works, and this is where they got the accountability. They got to grow up, Candy, because yes, you do want attention, but you just want it from people that you deem attractive or that you want the attention from. But when you put it on the internet, or if you wear shorts to the gym, and that's everybody's gym, everybody at Planet Fitness got a membership, you can't control that. That's
I
where the
mean,
growing up has to come.
I'm not saying you can't, which is why I move the way that I move because I understand it's that we're saying this is the internet, but this was clearly like a real life interaction. Do you recall there was another incident that happened? Okay, my brain is working faster than my mouth. Sorry about that. The first thing was I was going to say in regards to the lady, like women are using now these gym interactions for content. Not all, but there have been some that are going into the gym, setting up their cameras around some guy, and then turning around to act like he's objectifying, like the one that you described.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yes.
not surprised that that is what happened because I've been seeing that on my Instagram, and I think it's really disgusting. You take away from the actual women who are getting objectified. It's like a false grape allegation. Stop doing that. Like, just
Yeah.
don't do that. But then I'm switching gears to another story. There was a woman working out in her apartment gym. She was in there working out. A guy came in. I want to say this might have been Florida. A guy came in and tried to grape her. Like she's working out, minding her business. Nobody else was in there. And so this guy comes in and acts like he was working out. Then I think he tried to ask her a question. Do you recall seeing this video?
Mm-mm.
The gym, the apartment building released it. But yeah, he tried to attack her. She fought him off and actually was able to get the upper hand and get up out of there. But
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The dude randomly walks in the gym. He looked like he was high or something. I know exactly what you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
didn't look
yeah.
like he was there to work out at all. Did no proper gym attire. I
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
had on like a hoodie and maybe some
Yes, yes. He looked like he was for the
big
rubber band.
oversized
Yes.
joggers. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I am
yeah.
familiar with that
So
too.
so what I'm trying to say is like you can never be too cautious as a woman. These things do happen, and all of the bad actors make it harder for everybody else. That's all, my whole point.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Can you on fire today? Like a bunch of what you said, I agree with. The attention, from they wanted from the attention. They want attention from the people that they deem worthy of their attention. Just means they're attracted to them,
Mhm.
but realistically, that's not gonna happen. You put something out there, there are gonna be some dudes who you think are ugly and they're gonna like it. You know what I mean? They're gonna be whatever or for whatever you put out. If it's some short shorts, they're gonna be like, damn, type shit. So that's the reality. And also one thing you said that's smart
But see,
is
but wait. Just saying damn to me is not the same as objectifying. Objectifying takes that to a different level. Like if you just compliment a woman, I don't care what you look like if you compliment. Like I don't get offended. I'm not easy to offend in that way. Like, oh my God, this man. Nah, it is what it is. Like, but if it's a whole other level, like just don't do too much unless I want you to. That's it. Like I know that sounds crazy, but it is what it is.
I
Well,
get
I
it.
mean, the problem with all of that is that these women dress like hoes. You can't walk out the door dressed like a hoe and then expect all dudes are gonna be acting on the up and up. That's not what they're gonna
What
do because you
what's a
can't
hoe
tell the
though?
difference.
Like what's
A
a
woman that's
well? How did
prescription.
wait? You didn't let me finish. You gotta let me finish before you answer. What
You
does
asked
a
your
hoe
question.
dress? But
Go.
again, I wasn't done. You did it twice. What does a hoe dress like? Because you people will say a hoe because she's wearing little clothing or revealing clothing, but the hoes can wear Sunday dresses too, huh?
That's true. That's
So you
true.
you asked me a question. You asked me. Let me
I'm
answer the
I,
question.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay, a hoe would be dressing promiscuous, like she like stuff that a normal person wouldn't wear, stuff you wouldn't wear to church, stuff you wouldn't wear to a funeral. That's like the thing is like this is the problem that women have nowadays. Most women don't want to correct other women, so they want to play make believe like they don't know what's going on. They take no accountability for this shit. Like you can't wear certain clothes in certain environments as a woman. Just like a man can't walk in certain neighborhoods at certain times of the night and not be part of that neighborhood. It just don't make sense. Like now, could you do it? Absolutely. Should you do it is the better question. And I think that's where the problem lies. And it's this idea that you could just do what you want whenever you want. Yeah, you can. But there's consequences when you do certain things that you can absolutely do, but you're putting yourself at risk.
So how did we get to clothes? Because I never mentioned how I was dressed. Or are you just saying in general?
I'm saying if women are saying, I'm being objectified and this and that, look at the clothes that these women are wearing.
No,
Look at
I
what they're
can
wearing.
wear jeans and a jean. I promise you that I can wear jeans and a sweater and still get objectified. It has nothing to do with the
Most.
clothes.
So what do you call objectify? Let's define objectify. What do you call objectify?
Um, okay. Who just asked me that question?
I'm asking you, what do you call objectify?
Not
Because I
me.
want to make sure. Okay, I want to make sure we're in a good faith argument. First of all, I want to make sure that the conversation, because I feel like, and this is just me personally, you came up a little hot, and so I just want to check
No, I
your
didn't.
temperature before I continue because I don't fight on panels. I'm not going to do that.
I'm not fighting. I'm asking you so we can have a conversation about objectify. What do you consider objectify? Because we might not be talking about the same thing.
Okay, then you tell me your definition because you started off with women are walking around naked, and none of the scenarios or stories that I just described had a naked woman in it. But go ahead.
But when you say objectify, I'm telling you that women are out here with little or no clothes on getting offended. If you walking around with little or no clothes on, dudes are gonna approach you.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
she
the
she
that's
not
the
the
modern women.
She not that though, Pittsburgh T. She said she don't care, like, well, not don't care, but like when dudes compliment her, she said like she don't really like unless
I'm
they
not
get
talking about
like
her. Yeah, but I wasn't speaking to her specifically. I'm saying we can't. The objectify word gets overused because women don't really have clothes on.
But
We just and we done
okay.
got so used to it.
Can I slow you down and just can we have an honest conversation? Because the energy that you came up here with was women do this. I don't understand why people do that when they hit panels. Like I'm talking to you, I'm giving you specific scenarios and examples and using myself in this as well. And the first thing that you came up to do was blame women for how they dressed as to why men respond to them the way that they do. And none of that
I
was
never
presented in.
I never did that. What I don't do is attack people personally. So now you want me to go into what you're personally doing. I'm not doing that. I'm talking in the
No,
generality sense of what women wear in general, the way that they dress, the way that they have tight clothes on, short dresses on, all their cleavage showing. They got damn near underwear on. We see this all the time, and these ain't celebrities. These are regular people walking around in the grocery store like this. So we see
so
this
now,
all the time.
so can we get back to your definition of objectification, please?
But I asked you what objective. You don't want to say in this word,
But
not me.
but you were the one who came up and jumped in and changed the context of what we were even talking about.
yeah,
So now I'm asking you.
we would talk.
I,
So
I,
for context, T, we were talking about. I don't know if you've seen the video, but it was a girl in the gym, and she. Oh well, let me show it. Shit, it's only a couple seconds here. This what we was. This what we was reacting to.
And this is why women say, we picked the bear. We picked the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we both uncomfortable.
So that's the context. I actually think Candy been cooking on that because she talked about her personal story and she basically said that girl was doing too much. Like it wasn't enough evidence to like she basically put him in a perv category. There wasn't enough evidence. All he did was get next to you on the machine. And she said basically he might have wanted to shoot his shot. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like he wasn't recording or anything. He wasn't sniffing her hair. He wasn't doing nothing to where it warranted that type of response. That's what Candy was saying.
yeah, I get all that. But what I'm saying, when we use certain words like, look, the internet is such a weird place that we can rearrange words so much that people don't even know what they mean. So I think we gotta, when we use certain words, we gotta have some kind of base of definition so we can even at least know what we're talking about the same thing. Like when I'm not gonna speak about anybody specifically. Queen come up here all the time and she share a lot of personal information. I try not to attack the lady. I don't want to have a reputation of doing that. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm not trying to go into your personal story and say what I agree and don't agree with. That's
That ain't
what you
Queen.
had going
But
on. Yeah, that's not
No,
what I'm
that
going to
ain't
do.
that ain't Queen. That's
No,
that's
no,
Candy.
no.
He
I know
knows who
that,
it
but I'm
is. He
just
came
saying.
to fight.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
came to fight.
No,
He wanted to.
I
He
didn't
wanted to
come
come
to
up
fight.
and
No,
Okay,
correct the
well,
no, I
women.
didn't.
okay,
Well,
so
that's what I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I'm getting from you in this moment. You women need
Why
to
you
correct other women. That's what you
you do?
go back and listen to what you said.
So what did I say that was wrong? Tell me what I said that was wrong.
Nice scholar. I don't do this. I like his energy is off, and
What does that mean?
I'll let y'all have the conversation with each other. Have a good evening.
okay, Candy, I'll catch you on the next one. So so with that damn red pill tea, the red candy off.
But
Damn
I ain't
red
even
pill.
say nothing to her. I'm not gonna pander to her. I mean, I can't have an opinion.
Yeah, that red pill tea strikes again.
Man,
Hey,
I can't pander to nobody, man. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
now actually Candy was actually cooking tea. I don't know
No,
if you
I
heard
mean,
what she
I don't even know why she got offended. I didn't say nothing that she did anything wrong. I said women in general. I didn't say you. I didn't call her out of her name. I didn't say nothing to her personally. I was talking about women in general. I never
Okay, so
addressed her
let's
personally.
get the definition of objectify. It says treat or view someone in a specific way that disregards their individuality or humanity, especially considering them only in terms of their sexual attractiveness or availability. So that's objective. That's objectify. That's the
Okay,
official definition of objectify.
yeah, that's what we should have been. That's all I asked. I don't even know
What's
why that
good?
was so
What's good,
difficult.
Mel? But yeah, so with that being said, with that being said, the gym stuff. Um, Candy, damn, I hate that Candy Golf. I want to ask her some questions about the situation. But she basically gave a story. She basically was saying that she was in a gym. It was a guy that she was sure was recording her, right? But she didn't have enough evidence. So what she did, and he did that same thing. He moved right next to her. So then she moved over to another place. When she moved over to another place, he followed her, and then that's when she was like, all right, this guy is definitely weird. She got out of there. I feel like that is a smart response for a person that understands that this guy is weird, right? That woman going viral or trying to make this situation go viral, that was like too much. Like, even if he is a weirdo, like what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why are we going live, or why are we making videos about him? Why are we talking about choosing the bear? Just the fact that she brought up the bear stuff let me know that, you know, where she kind of compromised on that, like that she even is aware of that. And she's saying this is why we choose the bear. So she's already chosen the bear over the man, which is crazy. A bear would rip them to shreds while they were alive. But yeah, so that kind of showed me there. But that situation to me, like I said, I might be a little compromised, but I remember one day when I was younger and I was walking with my friend and I was rapping